have the practices been getting ready for the bowl?
They've been great. I'll tell you one thing about this team is no matter what happens, we get on the field, we work, whatever our game plan is, you know what I'm saying? We get in, do the work, and everyone's keeping a great attitude about it, so it's been great.
Are there particular advantages, disadvantages to having this type of bowl game that's like so early?
I mean, it's before Christmas, so that's always nice, but it's local, so I mean we're staying home for our practices, which is great. We're not going to some place like other places or it's kind of throws everyone off, so I think it's nice.
When you got this busy, hectic time of the year with transfer portal being what it is in this era, is it any different keeping the energy up for a bowl game practice versus maybe previous years?
I think when you take a couple weeks off or a week after the last game, I think people feel healthier, people feel their morale's up, so I think that's been good. We've just coming out here and working every day, so I think everyone's feeling pretty great attitude about it.
How stable does this offense feel at this point? You know, coaches are leaving and players are leaving and stuff, so what's that stability like there?
Yeah, I mean, kind of similar things. Obviously part of the game, right? Coaches leave and players leave. They feel like their best interest is somewhere else, then have at it. But I think we come out here and we have the same plays, we have the same offensive mind, so we're kind of just coming out here and doing the same things. I don't think it has really affected our energy as an offense. I think we're continuing to go out here and perform.
So does the routine of things kind of help unify you guys, or is there something else that kind of keeps you together?
Yeah, I would definitely say the schedule. Something about Coach Kelly keeps everything very consistent. We're not ever changing up practices because a player left or a coach left. So kind of just having that structure allows us to come out here and just play football, play the sport that we love.
Can I ask Coach Drevno a question? What's it like working with him?
I love Coach Drevno. He's great. I think he really has a keen sense to the game. He's coached great players in the league. He knows the right technique, and one thing I love about him is he's always evolving. He's really keen right now on the Browns offensive line coach and the technique with them. And so I think it's always great that he's incorporating NFL technique because when you get there to that place, you've seen the technique, and it's not like you go there and it's like completely different and you have to adjust. So I think he's evolving, and I think he's adjusting to kind of the game shifting a little bit, and I think that's great about him. So
what is one of those, like an example of that kind of evolution?
I would just say, like, I mean, he's an older coach, and he's coached a lot of like older players and stuff like that. And I think just one thing is a feel for the players, especially the younger kids, because as the generation kind of starts shifting up, the younger players, their mental is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So it's different times. So I think he's done a great job of kind of realizing what that change is and how he can help the player instead of just kind of like all that stuff.
So a guy with that much of experience, he's not set in his ways.
Exactly.
Cool.
I think he's doing a great job of changing.
So you guys are keeping him young.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great way to put it.
All right.
How does that inspire you as a player to see your coach is capable of change, and after all that he's done, all that he's succeeded in, and he's still willing to change? How does that inspire you as a player to keep working too?
Yeah, it keeps me on my toes. Kind of keeps me humble, and if I look at it one way and he looks at it the other way, then I'm like, okay, I need to change. You know what I'm saying? Or me and him, we have a great relationship. We're feeding off each other. So if I don't like a call that we're making with the tight end, if like say the corner's on the ball, then he's gonna be like, okay, what do you want to call? So I think we have a great relationship, and we kind of keep each other on their toes and stuff like that. So I think it's great.
Is that been your experience with other coaches throughout your career, your life?
Coach Fry, you know, I love Coach Fry. He's a great technician. He's all about technique. I think he's I think he's a little bit different in that aspect, but
everybody's different.
Yeah, like he's more of a technique coach and stuff like that. I would say the personal is a little bit. He's a hard coach. I would say he gets into people's butt, but yeah, I think it's throughout I've had him and then Coach Drev, but that transition was smooth because Coach Drev was an analyst for 1 year, so it was a pretty smooth transition.
Obviously, every season has its ups and downs. When you think back on this regular season, how would you assess how the offensive line's kind of gone through the ebbs and flows of the year?
I think we battled, that's for sure. I think we struggled in the pass game. That was kind of obvious. It was evident there. I think the best thing about Coach Drev is each week he's kind of trying to shift our technique a little bit, especially for the tackles and stuff. He's incorporating new techniques because clearly throughout the year, I mean, pass pro was the weakness of our offensive line. So I think that's great about Coach Drev, that he comes in and he wants to have a technique ready for the tackles or the guards to try to put them in a better situation. So I think the offensive line is continuing to battle. Like we said, we come out here every day with the same mindset, same work ethic, and we just work. So
You mentioned Coach Kelly being really consistent and routine, but he's gotten emotional at certain parts of this season, tearing up at certain times. Why do you think that is?
I think there's a lot of seniors. I think there's a decent amount of people that came in to this program similar times with him. I would say that he kind of has a more personal connection with a lot of the seniors. So I would just say as a man, as a coach, I think that would be kind of a tough thing throughout the season. I think that's just probably one of the reasons that affected his emotions.
What's your connection with him like?
That's great. We have a great relationship. We're always kind of, when the time's needed, it's work, and I have nothing but respect for that. But when we're walking throughout the facility, it's always jokes and it's great vibes. So
this week has been more work, or more good vibes?
No, it's been work. I mean,
balanced?
there's always a balance. I think everyone feels good during bowl week just because it's December. I think my mood changes when it starts getting Christmas time. So I don't know about everyone else's, but I start feeling a lot happier when Christmas comes around. So I think we're working our butts off over here, but at the same time we're having fun with it.
And then obviously the last time we saw Ethan, his start was cut short against Cal. How's he been looking in full practices since that?
He's been looking good. I think he's staying in it. He's mentally staying in it. Physically, he's taking reps. So I think he's good. I think his mind's right. So I'm happy for him.
I think you have 1 year of eligibility left. Have you thought about your future at all?
Yeah, I'm staying here. So I'm taking the extra year.
It seems like a very easy decision for you. Did you weigh that at all? What went into that?
A big factor was Coach Kelly and Coach Drev. I think it would have been a little bit different if the offensive coaches left or got fired. So I think if they left, I probably would have left too, just because I think the last year, a whole new staff. I may have stuck around for the winter to see how it is, but I think that would have been tough. But they're staying, so I'm staying.